Meghan Markle brutally beaten by brother. She's shallow and will ruin Harry's life. Meghan's estranged brother, Thomas Markle Jr., enters Australian Big Brother house and immediately brands her shallow and says he warned Prince Harry she would ruin his life. Thomas Markle Jr., who has joined the stars, including Caitlyn Jenner and the NRL player Matt Cooper, for the Australian version of Celebrity Big Brother, claimed that he was the biggest brother of them all as he entered the VIP house in Sydney. In a trailer for Big Brother VIP, the window fitter from Oregon said, "I'm Meghan Markle's brother. I'm the biggest brother of them all." He added, "I told Prince Harry, I think she's going to ruin your life. She's very shallow." He added, "She was and is ashamed of her family. She has no respect or love for them. She's only affectionate to those with money and power. She is soulless and an arch manipulator who turns on the charm to get what she wants, but is otherwise cold as ice. She is a true sociopath and Machiavellian. She will go down in history as an infamous witch who so gazes her own praises but does absolutely nothing of value." It will be nice for Harry to get to know his own in-laws a bit better. She's already destroyed him. He went from being a popular prince to a sidekick juggling act, isolated him from his family and friends, and he will be completely alone when she dumps him in a couple of years. Anyone who treats their father like she has done is not a very kind and loving person. How can she preach to us to be kind and thoughtful to others? It's a joke. Not only that, but he also claims that Harry is pretty shallow too, as he's not pure and innocent as he makes out. Born into the most privileged family possible, I almost fell off my chair when he said his family cut him off financially. Yet he's living in a mansion, making out like he's sleeping on a mate's sofa. Wake up, Harry, and see how the rest of us have to make do. Indeed, so was Harry's family, warning him about her. It's bad news all around for them. Most unusual, and what a stupid predicament to get to yourself into where both of them have fallen out with their respective families. Then there's all of Harry's old friends who shot and skied. She's told Harry he can forget about them. Silly boy. These are things you don't want to hear when you're dating someone, especially if the person smiles and jumps at every hear of you. Sadly, their parents, siblings, and friends are usually correct. I guess that's where the call at the church came about. If there is anyone who believes these two shouldn't be wed, please speak up. Laughing out loud. The clear warning sign for Harry that should have been was that she was estranged from her family. Second, that she was a divorcee. Third, that she had never heard of the British royal family before meeting Harry. Fourth, that she was ready to become a princess immediately. I will always remember a few days before the wedding that the Markle and her brother wrote an open letter in the papers warning Harry about Meghan. He said she would cut him off from his friends and ruin his familial relationships and damage the royal family. I remember commentators on TV laughed and said the royal family was one of the strongest families inland and that Harry was loyal to the UK and his friends. It's funny how things have turned out. The brother was right. Mr. Markle, who is the only son of Thomas Markle and Meghan's half-brother, has previously claimed that the last time that he saw the Duchess of Sussex was in 2011, telling the German newspaper Bild that his family believed she was now a changed person. He was living with her father, sister Samantha Grant, also known as Samantha Markle, and stepmother Doria Ragland when Meghan was born in 1981. He's previously criticized his half-sister in the press, describing her as a phony and a jaded, shallow, conceited woman. The estranged brother has also blasted Meghan for cutting off their father, Thomas Markle Sr., after he was caught collaborating with the U.S. paparazzi. In 2018, during an interview with DailyMail.com, Mr. Markle said the Duchess of Sussex could have handled her family tribulations differently from the start and avoided the rift with her father that has seen him speak out repeatedly. He said, "I think Meghan should have handled this differently. I think Meghan should have handled this from the beginning, and I think it got ignored and swept under the carpet for so long. It's a shame where it's ended up, especially between her and my father. She's capable of doing anything. She's just got to want to do it. If she wants to make amends, by all means, she can do that, but she's got to want to do it. If Meghan was smart, she would have invited her entire family and dad to the wedding and pretended she loved them all, even if she really hated them, gave them a dinner with the Queen and a tour of Buckingham Palace, and then offered her dad and all the family members $1 million each. Let them all see Archie and the grandkids, and then I bet her dad and none of her family members would have had a single bad word about her to the press and the tabloids, and Meghan would not be so unpopular with the general public as she is now. But she didn't ever actually send her father an invitation. I think she saw his illness and his inability to fly as her opportunity to have a future king walk her down the aisle. Thomas was an inconvenience to her and would have revealed to Harry who she really is. Notice how they've never gone near him since they've been in the LA area. Inexcusable. Rachel is clearly embarrassed by her family and background, which was evident at the wedding, when only the absent mother attended. She's already lied to Dumbo Harry about the family she never had. I'd love to see her brother win the show after he spilled the beans about the real Meghan Markle. Or will she be bombarding the show's Australian producers with phone calls to get her brother sacked from the show as she did Piers Morgan? Australia is cool for this. They want the truth to come out about Meghan because they've been fed nothing but lies from Meghan. That's why she went to Oprah. She deflects blame always onto others, so she doesn't need to take responsibility herself. She's used the royal family to make millions, and then she dumped them. The way she got out was to make up lies, so nobody would look her way. Very cunning and manipulative. Indeed, she is a smart woman, but one who lacks integrity. She has made millions of dollars from the royals, including her book deals, TV deals, $100 million Netflix deal, $59 million Spotify deals, so she can make millions for life. She got what she wanted from the royals. Then she dumped them and lied to get away and start a new life with all those millions. She planned it all along. 2 years ago, she was already talking to media and Netflix. She was organizing this behind the Queen's back. She loves media. She's signed multiple million-dollar deals. Do you not think that Harry is now estranged from his family after publicly humiliating them on the Oprah Winfrey Lie Fest, throwing them all under the bus, calling them and the UK population terrible, especially when Prince Philip was on his deathbed? Meghan Markle was asked if the program should be delayed because of Prince Philip's illness, but she said no, it's just an excuse to make me stop speaking out. That is how hard-hearted and vicious Meghan Markle is. No thought or empathy for anyone as long as she can have her say and dig the knife in and twist it that it hurts. She's truly mentally deranged. She will never let Harry have anything to do with his family in the future unless they're invited to Prince Charles's crowning as king. Then she'll be back in the UK as quick as a flash to be seated on that front row as daughter-in-law of the new king. Harry has had to learn that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. He should be able to see some similarities. Maybe next time he'll insist on meeting the family and getting to know them better. Wonder who Harry's second wife will be. Will any woman want him? No one will want him. He will be so broke with hundreds of thousands in child support, alimony, and assorted costs for the next 25 years. And then, of course, they would have to deal with Markle when it comes to the children, visitation, and care. Basically, he is done.